The British Prime Minister has announced that some asylum seekers trying to reach the UK by crossing the English Channel will be flown to Rwanda for processing. Well, it's part of a $130 million deal that has been criticized by right groups as cruel and unworkable. Well, Boris Johnson says he believes the risk of ending up in Rwanda will be a considerable deterrent.
So from today, our new migration and economic development partnership will mean that anyone entering the UK illegally, as well as those who have arrived illegally since January the 1st, may now be relocated to Rwanda. This innovative approach, driven by our shared humanitarian impulse and made possible by Brexit freedoms, will provide safe and legal routes for asylum while disrupting the business model of the gangs.
And the British Home Secretary Priti Patel traveled to the Rwandan capital for today's announcement. Rwanda's Foreign Minister Vincent Biruta says the plan is unique and innovative.
Rwanda is pleased to work with the UK on this partnership. By relocating migrants to Rwanda, investing in their personal development and providing education, employment and other opportunities, we are giving them the chance to make new lives in our country as full members of our communities. This will not only help them, but it will benefit Rwanda and Rwandans and help to advance our own development. And for those who don't wish to make Rwanda their new home, they will be facilitated to return to their country of origin or settle in other receiving countries.
Vincent Biruta, the Rwandan Minister of Foreign Affairs. Well, for more on this controversial agreement, the Rwandan High Commissioner to Nigeria, that's Stanislaw Kamanzi, actually joins us now in the studio to actually have this conversation. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Ambassador. We definitely appreciate it. Let's have a conversation about this deal that some have said is not workable at all. $130 million being invested. Why Rwanda?
Well, Rwanda went into this innovative partnership basically because we have already achieved some good strides in harboring people from various countries, neighboring countries like DRC, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Burundi, people from Afghanistan, migrants that were received following their having been stranded in Libya under serious harassment, and now we count more than 130,000 people who already have been settled in Rwanda and are leading dignified livelihoods. So based on that, we thought that we could be part of this win-win partnership and give a chance to migrants, illegal migrants in the UK to come to Rwanda and be part of that effort to contribute to solving the challenging and the hard problem of migration, current migration.
Okay. And the Secretary of State for Wales at an interview this morning was saying that at the moment, I mean, this is costing about £1.5 billion. What is the need for Rwanda, and who are the people you're going to be receiving? Are these males, females, children, everyone? It's everyone.
It's everyone. Now, regarding the tone of the amount Rwanda is going to put in this effort, I won't mention a specific amount, but I will tell you that this is part of our economic and development plans, whereby budgets have been allocated to uplifting the livelihoods of our communities, and these illegal migrants will be fitting into that, and everything has been put, will be availed to complement the contribution of the government of the UK, which is the second part.
Well, the UK government has released the figures, is intending to spend at the moment, and it says this could be expanded. We do know the figures. The figures are out. So why is Rwanda not releasing its figures?
The approximation we're making now is that the 5-year program would concern up to 1,000 people or more. But regardless of the numbers, will be able to provide for the need for their reintegration and resettlement, permanent or non-permanent, depending on their will.
Okay, that takes me to my next question, really. How long do you intend that a person who, when they arrive in the Ugandan shores, how long
please.
That's Rwandan shores, how long are they expected to be in your country? And also for those who eventually, you deem it that they are not qualified for that asylum status, what happens to them?
Well, for the duration of the stay, it's up to them. It will be provided for those who are willing to settle in Rwanda during a certain period, or even permanently to access Rwandan citizenship. Or if they want to be relocated to another country, that will be also explored and facilitated. Now, the other point you made, if you could remind.
Yeah, I'm talking about for those who eventually maybe they don't qualify for that asylum status. What happens to them? To
start with, the partnership provides for Rwanda to veto any of those concerned to come to Rwanda if he doesn't qualify. Say, for instance, he's a criminal that has migrated to the UK. It's not Rwanda that's willing to bring him on our territory. We also thought that countrymen from neighboring countries, as much as possible, won't be part of this program. But once again, this will be assessed on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, Mr. Ambassador, I'm sure you have heard about the concerns that have been raised, especially about your government, about human rights abuses. More than one occasion.
By our government about human rights abuses? No, maybe others, not our country.
Are you saying that your president has not been accused of human rights abuses more than once?
No. I mean, it's the way you pose the question, where like Rwanda herself has been questioning our...
the government. The Human Rights Watch, an international human rights organization, has raised concerns that there have been human rights abuses in the country, and now we're sending people, refugees, to your country. How do you respond to people like that, to concerns that that's not the best place to resettle these people? How do you reassure them?
One thing, I've indicated that more than 130 people have already been resettled in Rwanda and are leading appropriate livelihoods. It's an indication that Rwanda can properly and adequately host those who seek residence rights on our territory, in our country. Second, when you bring forward the criticism from human rights organizations, I would oppose to that the fact that there are also assessment that Rwanda is one of the safest places to live globally. Do you agree with that? So it's a paradox.
You're telling me now.
No. I mean, there's a track record to that.
Okay.
There's a track record to that, and it's an assessment that has been made by organizations of the same profile, like those human rights organizations that you have mentioned. So it's a paradox that actually those should be explained, not us. You understand? But as far as we're concerned, we welcome those who are in need, those who are being trapped in very complicated situations of immigration through hardship and so on, as everyone has witnessed it. Yes. So welcome them, and they will be they will be smoothly reintegrated in our communities.
Well, right. 28,000 people did make it to the English Channel, talking about illegal migrants. 28,000. Is Rwanda ready for that number of people? And also, how long is this supposed to last for? Or is it for...
And by the way, as much as we're giving our contribution, we'll do what is possible. You understand? We see this as an innovative solution, which other countries may embrace as well. So it's not that Rwanda is going to solve this problem on her own. We think that once it comes to be a success, it comes to be something that's workable, other countries will be willing to embrace the same. Why not?
Okay, so you're the pilot phase, so eventually we'll see how that plays out. Well,
we are pioneering this, and we believe that will work.
All right.
We wish you the very best
We
with
hope
that.
you get better
Thank you so very much.
what is obtainable in Australia. Really, they have a similar sort of program. Would have to say, Stanislaw Kamanzi, thank you so much, Rwandan High Commissioner to Nigeria.